Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to my Akim Wak who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this power captivity. This is Brother Kawak coming to you with another lesson. Psalm chapter 35, verse 8. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch himself into that very destruction, let him fall. So there's these two videos I want to go into. I'm not going to play the whole clips, but I'm just going to let the stuff play, and then I'm going to go into them quickly. Just some interesting stuff I want to kind of share. So let's first.
For everybody lately, all the news is pretty much just bad news, but I got some more bad news. That's the best part. There's a problem that I don't really see many people talking about, so I'm gonna bring it up. There is a huge white nationalist movement going on in the United States. I knew about it years ago, but there wasn't anything I could do because it's freedom of speech. Plus, they are very organized and they're very hidden. And it's not just like a couple clubs, down south. It's not just that. They have them in every single state. In bigger states, they have them in every single city. And it's not just like a club where people come together and, have a couple of drinks and play cards. They are training. They organize together with outside chapters to work out martial arts, firearms. They also do other things that, just regular dude shit. But these are not just dudes. These are dudes that have been training for the past few years because they want to be ready for what's about to happen. And everybody told me I was crazy. Oh, you're crazy. Why are you spending that much money in ammunition? Why do you work out so much? This is why. I told people that when this shit happens, don't come to me. I was crazy every day, but...
Alright, so basically you see what he is saying. He's basically saying, oh, it's lucky for the noise, my freaking thing keeps on disconnecting. Anyway, the stuff is that he was basically saying that there's a bunch of or Slovakia, let me be more specific, in every state there's either one or multiple groups of these fucking white nationalists, racists, Edomites, and whatever. And basically they're getting ready to murk Jake, more specifically. And as a result of that, he is warning everyone to say and saying, you all need to, get guns, get workout, this, that, and the third, which I will say working out is something that we should do. All right, sure. But aside from that, that's literally the only thing that you can really get from him besides the warning. Let me get this. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17. If any man defile the temple of Yahawah, him shall Yahweh destroy, for the temple of Yahawah is holy, which temple ye are. Which basically our bodies are the temples of Yahweh. Should we get that? Body temple. John chapter 2 verse 20. Verse 19. Yahushua answered and said unto them, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. Then said the Jews, 40 and 6 years was this temple in building, and wilt thou rear it up in 3 days? But he spake of the temple of his body. So the temple is our body. Our bodies are a temple. Oh, let me also get this. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19. What, know ye not that your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost which is in you, which ye have of Yahawah, and ye are not your own? So basically our body is the temple, and we're supposed to be taking better care of ourselves. All right, so as a result of that, yes, this is a very important thing that we are supposed to be, working out, watching what we're eating, not eating straight trash, which is one of the reasons, which is it's kind of disingenuous to say that, but it's, I guess, it was an added benefit, I'll say, of why I stopped drinking soda. I don't drink soda anymore because I heard that this just is literally just poison water. So just don't bother drinking that. But that's just one out of multiple things. And at the end of the day, it is a dishonest thing for me to say don't drink or stop drinking soda, given that there's many different alternatives that will still ultimately kill you. But that's another topic for another day. And the main thing is that we are supposed to be taking care of our bodies. In addition to that, the main thing is that he is over here warning, saying that there's going to be, all these Edomites that are going to be killing or getting ready to, kill and cause up a ruckus and whatnot. All right, so 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Oh my God. And they shall not regard their kings or princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So basically there's going to be sedition among men, anger, and want to kill each other. So bear with me one moment. Slovakia. Okay, so as I was saying, there's going to be some invading and all this stuff, wanting to kill people, kill their neighbors and stuff like that, which, Esau is clearly, based off this guy's words, Esau wants to do it, or has a very strong desire to do it, because as the scriptures have said, Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So basically Esau has a perpetual hatred towards us. So whenever he's given the opportunity, he's going to, just randomly try to, kill us and whatnot, and do whatever he wants to, exert his wrath on us. All right, so this is what we have to look forward to in the coming times. But at the same time, first let me read this. Luke chapter 21 verse 10. Then he said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Nation, like a race of people. A race of people against another race of people. These are the things that we are looking forward to. There's, growing tensions in the race wars. If you've seen that, those swastika flag holding red devils that came up and, and basically intimidated a whole town of Jakes and stuff like that. That was an example of that. And that goes to show, what their headspace is, and how they're basically planning their plans for Jake. All right, now continuing on. I forgot what I was about to say. Psalm chapter 97 verse 10. He that loved the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivered them out of the hand of the wicked. So this is what we have to look forward to when these times comes, because it is, you have, as a matter of fact, let me just get the example. All right, because you have even in the comment sections of this dude, of this video, because Jake, it's like not Jake, a brother, I don't know which brother this is, or who he follows, but he basically is saying all this stuff, and he's warning our people, to not to get distracted, and to let them know. And in the thing, you have this Jake who is saying, folks talking about prayer, how's that working out? I'll stay strapped while y'all stay in sheep mode. And basically, he's basically trying to tell our people to rely on guns, to protect. He's telling our people to rely on guns to protect themselves, when that's not what. Let me get this. YAHAWASHI said. In Matthew chapter 26, verse 52, then said Yahawashi unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. And also, Genesis chapter, I don't know what chapter. Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword thou shalt live. Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt preserve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So basically, Esau asked Isaac for a blessing, and Isaac blessed him with the ability, or with combat ability, if you want to call it that. And as a result of that, Esau basically is superior in, war, if you want to call it that, if that's a proper term. So basically, you have these Jakes who have this, what's it called, a developed security in terms of weaponry. All right, so they believe, weapons, guns, swords, all that stuff, like that, or knowing how to use them is, or it's like not even knowing how to use them, but just having a gun is literally going to protect them. When in actuality, most times, well, I don't know the true statistics of it, but for something more so like the these hoodlums and like thugs and stuff like that, gang members, they're not trained in using guns. They just have guns, and I think that's a contributor to well, no, I can't say that, because again, I don't know of the statistics, but basically, what they just do is they just get guns and then they just go shooting it willy-nilly without any proper practice, when in actuality, it is the practice that someone who is actually trained with guns will more times than not be able to take out people who just have guns. All right, that's basically it. Even when both have guns, because that is a false sense of security when you have these people that think, okay, well, I have a gun, so I'm gonna be taken care of, or I'm gonna be able to make it through any problem, because it's just guns going to protect me, when that couldn't be farther from the truth. Because number one, Jake doesn't have all these freaking different like bulletproof vests and stuff like that. All right, on average, the average Jake does not have that, but Esau has that. As a matter of fact, they oftentimes are, even if they're not in the military stuff, they have the resources and the finances to actively go and get all these different things to raise their chances to be even more protected, because this is one of the few things that they're actually good at. All right, so besides stealing, but yes, that's basically one of the few things that they're actually good at. So to have that false sense of security thing, I'm gonna get a gun and the gun's gonna protect me, then Jake is just fooling himself, as guns are not going to protect us. All right. And yeah, I read those verses. So anyway, I don't know if I read this, so we read this now. Psalm chapter 97 verse 10. Ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them from the hand of the wicked. So this is what's going to get us delivered and get us protected in that time. We also get in the Apocrypha, I think it's Sirach. Yes, Sirach chapter 2 verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? All right, so basically the trust of the Lord is what's going to be what's protecting us. The trust of the Lord is going to be what's protecting us and guiding us, as well as, delivering us. All right, this is what we're looking forward to. All right, so this is what we're looking forward to. This is what's going to protect us and get us delivered. It's not going to be, I have a bunch of ammunition, which is what this dude was actually saying in the video, where he was telling everyone, go get ammunition, go work out, go do this, that, go do that, blah, blah, blah. You need to be able to shoot, kill people, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff, that's not for us. We just have faith in YAHAWASHI to protect and deliver us from whatever. Now, Jeremiah 49, verse 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. All right. So, hold on 1 second. Bear with me. It's as I was saying, it was the we are despised among the heathen, and yes, we are going to have a major target on our back, but that doesn't mean get carnal and use carnal weapons to. As a matter of fact, let me get that. It doesn't mean to get carnal. So 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. So our weapons are not carnal. Let me actually get that as well. Is it Ephesians 4 or something? It is here, Ephesians chapter 6, so not 4, but 6, verse 17, and take the helmet of the salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of YAHAWASHI. So our sword, only sword that we need is the word of YAHAWASHI, be it the physical copy of the Bible or this website, which is literally the words of YAHAWASHI. Okay, so these are the only swords that we need. All right, now continuing on to the next quick topic, I just want to incorporate this. I'm gonna let this video play and then we'll get into it quickly.
Marketed specifically to black girls contains.
Hey, when that shit happens. Oh my god.
That are marketed specifically to black girls contains some of the worst ingredients I have ever seen, and I think it should be outlawed. So depending on your hair type, what kind of products you might need, there really is no explanation to why these toxic chemicals are in those products in particular in such high numbers. That's really the problem. Like you said, the fragrances, the endocrine disruptors, these harsh detergents, some formaldehyde releasers. Formaldehyde's a human carcinogen. What place does it have in a beauty and personal care product? It doesn't. It needs to be removed. There needs to be better regulations and better protection.
All right, so basically, this hair or health specialist, I'm assuming, was basically saying that there's a bunch of chemicals. There's a bunch of chemicals in the black hair product specifically. All right, like the brands that so-called black women use specifically, which, funnily enough, I think what's his name, Chris Rock, made a documentary called Good Hair. I think Good Hair movie. Yeah, it was called Good Hair. So yeah, he made a documentary about this where he basically went in on all the stuff and like learned like what do people put in specifically black women's hair and stuff like that, and why is it such a weird thing, even, and this was 2009, and that's funny. It was all the way back then that we are or our people knew about all this stuff, even way back when, that there was something fishy going on. And he basically did this documentary pretty good, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure like most black women didn't necessarily care, and they still use whatever stuff it is on their hair. But obviously at the same time, I will admit, lots of black women did change up some of the way that they style their hair. So I'm not an expert on that. So all I can say is that there are some chemicals that we need to look out for. There are some products that we do need to look out for, and even given that we are what's the word we need specific stuff for our hair, as our hair is more difficult to manage. I still highly recommend probably using some freaking white bitch hair care products if need be, or just stuff that's just not having any of those chemicals and shit. But obviously I'm not an expert, so whatever. Anyway, aside from that, just try to be more mindful in the stuff that you use. Maybe there's some African African alternatives that isn't just made with chemicals that you can use. Maybe that would be a better option. But aside from that, this is just more so of a warning. Even she was saying, and she's not even a Jake, but she was saying that these stuff are bad. Continuing on, let me get this to end it off. Psalm chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. They encourage themselves in evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And these are the secret traps, which is they've been going after stuff like, how can we target so-called black people specifically. And they say that you see that in like a what's that shit called, that these whole chicken sandwiches, Popeyes, KFCs, and stuff like that, or whatever like specific thing that is commonly known to be a black thing, or and stuff like that. They aim at these type of stuff in order to disproportionately mess with us. All right, and I forgot where it was in here. I think it's 8. Psalm chapter 73, verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and the waters of the full cup are wrung out to them. All right, so basically, they are planning in secret to destroy us. All right, so these are the stuff that that they plan to do and they've been doing for the longest time. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, that honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, above the ball, and Shalom.